When talking about Michael Landau, for many of us, it is Mike's mid to late 80s guitar tone that first springs to mind. Angelia by Richard Marx, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton, or even I'm Buzzed from Tales from the Bulge. But there was a period from the early to mid 90s when Landau spawned two projects unlike anything that came before or anything that has followed since: Burning Water and the Raging Honkies. Burning Water was a heavily Hendrix-influenced blues rock project with Mike's brother Teddy Landau, David Frazee, and the late great Carlos Vega. Raging Honkies evolved out of Burning Water, this time in a trio format featuring Mike on vocals as well as guitar, Teddy on bass, and Abe Laborio Jr. on drums and backing vocals. This project bore the hallmarks of a strong grunge influence, specifically that of Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, who Mike has openly spoken highly of. Around this time, Mike appears to have reserved his big rack for studio sessions, opting to use either a stripped back pedal board or a single draw rack controlled by a Bradshaw switcher for Burning Water and the Raging Honkies. The key components moving in and out of rotation were a Roger Mayer Voodoo 1, an Ibanez Tube Screamer, a Bradshaw modded wah pedal, an old Univibe or Black Cat Vibe, a Tycho Brahe Octavia, an Arion SCH1, a Boss VB2, and a CAE Super Tremolo. These would be used with either a 69 50 watt or a 67 100 watt Marshall Plexi and a Fender Pro reverb through a matchless 2x12 cabinet. If you are enjoying these videos, check out the Session Heroes Patreon page. Here you can find transcriptions and tablature for all of the musical samples featured here, as well as backing tracks, jam tracks, extended and ad-free videos, my top draw lick series, and the accompanying close-up and slowed down videos. If you share my passion for the session guitar players of the 80s and 90s, then it is absolutely the place to be. I wondered whether there was a pedal that could get me to that sound quickly, regardless of which amp I was using. And that pedal was the Dirty Double by Dirty Boy Pedals. Dirty Boy Pedals first emerged in the early 2000s from the mind of Alex Saraceno, father of American rock guitarist Blues Saraceno. Danny Gomez acquired the brand in 2024, and it was Danny who sent me this pedal to check out. It is a 2-channel version of the Dirty Boy preamp, and it is inherently a very simple pedal. 2 channels, each with a volume, tone, and gain control. One channel is higher gain than the other. This pedal can be used as an overdrive pedal or boost, running into the front of an amp. It can be used as a preamp, running into the effects return of your amp. and therefore replacing the tone section of your own amplifier, or direct into a DAW or PA system using the emulated output. The previous musical example, Rudis by the Raging Honkies, was using the pedal in the loop of my PV Classic 50, whereas the previous two was using the pedal in front of my Sir Badger 30 set clean. The main thing I really enjoy about this pedal is the feel. When plugging it into the front of my amp for the first time, it gave me that burning water thing almost immediately. It's very responsive and works equally well as an overdrive pedal as it does a preamp. My one observation when using it as the latter is that having an amp with a master presence control is very useful. I found the pedal a little dark using it in the loop of my Sir Badger 30, but was able to get exactly what I was looking for when running it in the effects return of my PV Classic 50 with the master presence control dialed at around 8. My What Would Dann Do t-shirt has already found its way into the hands of none other than Dan Huff himself, as well as his daughter Ashley, my friend RJ Ronquillo, and many more. These shirts are 100% comb cotton, 220 GSM, screen printed in Somerset, England by the award-winning Monster Press. It has a slightly shorter length, extra width, and drop shoulders for that 90s concert t-shirt vibe. The What Would Dann Do shirt has a Session Heroes logo on the front featuring a Petaluma style front panel, so you can dial up the schmo vibe and attitude. The back features the What Would Dann Do print. The t-shirt comes in sun-faded black with the screen printing in white and classic yellow. I'm really proud of these shirts and I hope you check them out for yourselves. In the following section, I have looped a short musical example, running the pedal in front of the Sir Badger 30, in the loop of the Sir Badger 30, in the loop of the PV Classic 50 with the presence control at 8, and also direct into my DAW so that you can hear how the pedal sounds in each of these contexts. I've used both the green and red modes with each setup. So if you dig the tones that Mike was getting during the Burning Water and Raging Honkies years, you can do worse than to check out the Dirty Boy preamp or the Dirty Double. In my opinion, this is a great feeling, great sounding overdrive pedal that quickly gets you into the ballpark of those classic records.